up, gentlemen? So there are certain people that we meet that we automatically like. And if this is you, congratulations, because it's like a superpower. And on the flip side, there are certain people that you meet that for whatever reason, you just don't like them. About you, do you consider yourself a likable person? Or a better question, do other people view you as likable? Gentlemen, if the answer is yes, absolutely, drop me one of these. If the answer is I think so, also drop me one of these. And if the answer is probably not, drop me one of these, because today I'm gonna help you fix it. Today, guys, I'm going over 7 things that if you're doing them, automatically make other people dislike you. Number 1. Whoa! Yeah! I hate you. I love you. Why don't you love me? There's nothing that makes people automatically dislike you more than when you are a sloppy, nasty, messy drunk. Overdo it once, no big deal, right? Your friends will forgive you. You apologize, you say you're sorry, you don't do it again, everything's cool. But if you are the person that does it, says you're sorry, does it again, says you're sorry, does it again, everybody hates you. I used to be the crazy drunk, right? I would get drunk, I would get belligerent, I would drink and drive, I got a DUI. I have said I have done some horrible things to amazing people that I regret to this day. And unfortunately, you can't take it back. The only thing you can do is change. But if you're somebody that continues down the toxic road of self-destruction, unfortunately, people are not going to want to hang out with you. They're not going to like you. They're not going to want to be your friend. Guys, get it under control. Don't be that guy. The second thing that automatically makes people dislike you is that you are a perv. A perv, I mean, you're a perv. You come across as creepy because of your over-sexualization, your over-sexual, like, innuendos about everything. You're checking out spicy senoritas, like, in a bad, creepy, weird way. Everybody knows that guy or that girl, because it's not just guys anymore. I have met some women that are like over the top in terms of always making like inappropriate comments, talking about things that are they're just uncomfortable. You sliding into somebody's DMs being all weird and creepy is not sexy, gentlemen. You sending inappropriate text messages to people, not sexy. Gentlemen, here's the deal. If you are overly like aggressive in terms of your comments, in terms of your looks, it comes across as super creepy, making other people automatically not like you. Gentlemen, here's the deal. Even though you're going crazy inside, you gotta push it down, gentlemen. You gotta push it down. The third thing that automatically makes people dislike you is when you come across as arrogant or full of yourself, or if you act like your shit don't stink. The amount of arrogance that I see being posted on social media platforms these days, guys, is unfortunate, because a lot of amazing people are automatically dismissed because they come across as arrogant. Now, the person that's posting their head, they're like, yo, I'm gonna make people think that I'm awesome and how incredible I am and all that stuff. Whenever I see somebody and they're posting pictures about all the stuff they're buying, all the spicy senoritas they're talking to, all the amount of crazy killing it they're doing, I automatically assume that they are incredibly insecure about something. And that actually brings us to the fourth thing that automatically makes people dislike you, is when you are and act insecure. We all have insecurities, right? They're not going away, but it's about how you manage them and how you deal with them, and not allow them to manifest in super negative, toxic ways. Guys, if you're short, rock a pair of boots to give yourself a little height. Gentlemen, if you got a little wiener, learn to use it better. And if you're insecure about the fact that you may or may not be losing your hair, hit that link down below and go see my boys over at Bosley. In terms of insecurities a guys face, hair loss is one of the biggest ones. At least it is for me. I have always been super paranoid about losing my hair. Now, I used to think, I'm good, right? My hair is solid. Even though like everybody else in my family is bald, I was like, I'm good, right? Well, unfortunately, a few months ago, I started noticing a few extra hairs in the drain. I also started noticing a few little changes in my hairline. Every day I'm looking at my hairline, I'm pulling like to see like how many hairs are coming out. Anyway, it was time to do something about it. That's why I was so excited when Bosley launched Bosley Rx. So Bosley Rx is a modern day approach to getting prescription hair loss medication sent directly to your door without actually having to go in, sit down with a doctor. Guys, the deal is there are some other companies out there that do sell some type of hair loss treatment that'll send it to you. But in my opinion, there is no way I would trust anybody other than Bosley when it comes to my hair and my hair loss. And the reason is because they are the hair doctors. They've been in the hair loss game for 45 years. Bosley will help you stop your early stage hair loss dead in its tracks. Guys, I trust Bosley, period, end of story. And if you are somebody that is worried about losing their hair, you're thinking that some extras falling out, or it started to go, now is the time. Do not wait. The earlier you catch it, the earlier you start treatment, the sooner you can stop your hair loss. Guys, the way that it works, there's a link down below. Go there and pick your treatment plan. There's the finasteride 1 milligram, which is what I selected, but you could also pick the finasteride 1 milligram plus minoxidil 5% or the full package. You pick your plan, you register, then you're gonna complete a quick little questionnaire, all right? It's super easy, but they also ask you to upload a photo of yourself, your hairline, so the physician can accurately diagnose you, and then boom, your medication is gonna get shipped directly to your door, all right? This is mine, my finasteride. I'm not only a spokesperson, I literally am a client. And the other cool thing, guys, all of the medication gets shipped directly to you for free shipping, but it gets even better. If you go through our special link, they're gonna give you your first month of treatment for free off of 2 of the options. Do not wait. Start today, because the sooner you start, the sooner you can stop it. The 5th thing that is definitely not amazing and makes people automatically dislike you is if you are lazy. So laziness is something that I don't understand 100%. And I think the reason is because from a very young age, like literally 12 years old, I was working because I knew that nobody was gonna give me shit. And so I knew that if I ever wanted to accomplish anything, I needed to work my ass off. I am not the smartest guy in the world. What I am, though, is a hard worker. I have the ability to focus when things aren't sexy and fun. But if you are somebody that is lazy, you don't actually put in effort, guys. Unfortunately, not only are you not going to achieve anything, people aren't going to want to hang out with you, spicy senoritas aren't going to want to date you, employers aren't going to want to hire you, and your parents want you off their couch. Alpha, you don't understand. It's not my fault that I can't get a job. It's because they hired Brad. It's because of Brian. It's everybody else that's the reason why I suck at life. Gentlemen, this actually brings us to number 6, which is blaming other people for shit you don't do. I am so sick and tired of hearing people bitch, whine, and complain about where they are in life. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm poor because of whatever. You're poor because you're lazy. Where you start does not mean that that is where you have to stay, gentlemen. It's about realizing that you have 100% control over where you go in life. Be a man. And part of being a man is taking ownership and responsibility for not only your life, the life of people that you love. Gentlemen, it's about helping other people achieve their goals. Once you succeed, it's your job, your responsibility to help others. But if you are somebody that pushes other people down, if you are somebody that blames other people for shit that you can control, you are absolutely somebody that I have zero respect for and definitely don't like. Calming myself, because apparently that strikes a little bit of a chord with me. I hear so many people whining and complaining, and if they took or channeled all of that angst, all of that bitching and complaining and actually did something, they would be so much more successful, so much happier, and they would be liked by a whole lot of people. But unfortunately, if you bitch, if you complain, if you whine about things that you can change, it's your fault, not theirs. Which brings us to the 7th reason why people automatically do not like you. You are pessimistic and or negative. People want to be around people that are uplifting and optimistic, but if you are somebody that is negative, it's like you're an energy vampire sucking all the goodness out of life. Unfortunately, pessimistic people rarely know or identify that they're pessimistic. And if you say, yo, why are you so negative? Like, I'm not negative. I'm just realistic. I'm just telling you the truth. The truth is one thing. Being negative and pessimistic is another. In conclusion, you are amazing. But if you're doing any of the 7 things we talked about, unfortunately, instead of being like super likable and having that superpower, people could potentially be getting turned off and not liking you. But the good news is that if you identify them, you can change them. The other good news is if you drop me one of these, I will feel like you like me, which is something I struggle with because I've got low self-esteem. I'm kidding. My self-esteem is definitely solid, but it would be more solid if you drop me one of these because apparently the algorithm, it doesn't like me.